We're going into Matthew's 12th chapter today, and we have Constantine with us. What chapter will we be reading today?
Matthew chapter 12.
And what verses?
Verses 1 through 8.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's get started.
At that time, Jesus went through the grain fields on the Sabbath, and his disciples were hungry and began to pluck heads of grain to eat. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said to him, "Look, your disciples are doing what is not lawful to do on the Sabbath." But he said to them, "Have you not read what David did when he was hungry, he and those who were with him? How he entered the house of God and ate the showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, nor for those who were with him, but only for the priests. Or have you not read in the law that on the Sabbath the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless? Yet I say to you that in this place there is one greater than the temple. But if you had known what this means, I desire mercy and not sacrifice, you would not have condemned the guiltless, for the Son of Man is Lord, even of the Sabbath."
Thanks, Constantine. That was great. So, we read that Jesus was walking with his disciples, and they went through a grain field. Since they were hungry, they plucked some grains of wheat and ate them. Now, there was a group of people that we mentioned before, the Pharisees. They didn't think that Jesus was following the religious rules correctly. There was a rule that said a person can't do unnecessary work on the Sabbath. Now, Sabbath was Saturday, and that was the day the Lord rested after all his work of creating the world that we read in the book of Genesis. So there was a rule that no one should ever work on the Sabbath. Since God rested on that day, then everyone should keep it as a day of rest. And this is a way to honor God too. But the Pharisees said that plucking grain was work, and therefore Jesus was breaking the rules of the Sabbath. Jesus is letting the Pharisees know that they are replacing their love of God with a love for rules, even making rules that are not necessary. And also, since Jesus is the Son of God, he can explain the rules in the correct way. The Pharisees did not believe that Jesus was the Son of God, or that he could explain the rules the way he chooses. This was part of the reason that they wanted Jesus to be gone. We believe that he is the Son of God, and we want to know the way Jesus understands the rules. The things that Jesus teaches are the rules to live the best life possible. Thanks for reading, Constantine. I'm Father Alexis, and remember, Christ is in our midst.
He is and ever shall be.